politics. Coming out today, we hear of the situation that's happening in St. Kitts Nevis, the Team Unity Coalition. The coalition might no longer be a coalition. Let's talk a bit about what are your impression as to what is happening there, just for a minute or two.
St. Kitts is a very interesting place for all of us. You know, it's just next door.
Yes.
And the politics in St. Kitts is always very exciting. And it was amazing to see what they were able to achieve in terms of the team unity and the coalition government. It was something that we watched very closely. You know, in 2015, when they formed the coalition, they were able to pull together 3 parties, and then it was continued when they held their elections in, I think it was 2019.
Yes.
And at that time, you had the People's Action Movement, PAM. They won 4 seats. Then you had the Concerned Citizens Movement in Nevis. They won 3 seats. And then the Labour Party, they won 2 seats. So of the 11 seats, sorry, you had the People's PLP, People's Progressive Labour Movement, or is it the People's Labour Movement? Yes, they were able to take 2 seats, and the Labour Party took 2 seats. So in that 11 seats, you had 4, 3, 2, 2. Unfortunately, and I have to say unfortunately, because it's always good when you can have teams of parties coming together. I think, you know, it makes for diversity, and it's a good thing. However, look at what happened. It appears as though the Prime Minister, Timothy Harris, is not keen to stick to an agreed position. And the agreed position, I understand it from my sources, is that he would have demitted office by midway through the 2nd term, which is this term.
Antigua Newsroom.
So that should be taking place this year. Well, it seems as though he doesn't want to move. And the others have raised a number of concerns with him in addition to that. And today, 7 of the 11 members, that's the members of the People's Action Movement, PAM, and the Concerned Citizens Movement from Nevis, they wrote a letter to the Governor General saying that they no longer have any confidence in Honorable Timothy Harris. So it seems as though, I'm not sure exactly what the provisions in the St. Kitts Constitution would be, but I believe what they would be seeking to achieve is for Mr. Timothy Harris to be removed as Prime Minister, rather than for the entire government to come down. Because, you know, the person who holds the position of Prime Minister is that person who commands the support of the majority of members in the House of Assembly. And as you know, in St. Kitts, they do not have a Senate and a House of Representatives. In St. Kitts, they have what's called a unicameral legislature, one legislative chamber. And then they have 11 elected members. The Attorney General, unless he's elected, he automatically sits in their assembly.
I think he's called ex officio.
Ex officio. And then you have another 3 members
of the Senate
sit as senators. 2, I think, appointed by the Prime Minister and 1 appointed by the Leader of the Opposition. So that's how their House operates over in St. Kitts. And here we have a government which was making good strides, because I believe a lot of people were very impressed with some of the achievements of the coalition government in terms of being able to offer civil servants good packages. And also during the COVID pandemic, they were able to reach out to their people and offer relief. But there we are.
Yeah.
It's
a space to watch.
It's a space to watch. And it seems as though he will certainly, whatever happens, whether the whole government comes down or just the Prime Minister, I think one thing is certain. Timothy Harris will not be Prime Minister much longer.
This is Antigua Newsroom.
I believe the person who is likely to take over from him is the Honorable Sean Richards,
yes,
who is currently the Deputy Prime Minister.